Olympic champions Germany in lane number 3, and it's the same combination who won at Banyoles, Kirsten Köppen and Katrin Boren. Now I wonder, Dan, whether these two can give a confidence boost to the German team.
Well, Germany needs something to give them a boost, because they really haven't been doing it all well so far, but this could well be the crew to do it.
Lane number 1, closest to you, it's the Dutch combination of Eki van Nes and Roudnice. They're quickly away. And then next to them, on their outside, in lane 2, it's Bulgaria. Good to see them with a crew in the final. 3, the German Olympic champions. In 4, New Zealand, all in black, talented outfit. And then 5, the Chinese, who've already struck gold on day 1 of the finals. And then completing the lineup in lane 6, Romania. Here are the Dutch.
Very, very well together, very well drilled crew here. They got away nice and quickly, sitting up. Always difficult in rough water, the sort of water that they've got at the moment, but they are keeping form very well indeed, and they've settled into a very good rhythm. Good finishes.
Making the best of the pace, though, Dan, are the New Zealand couple.
Well, they're up against a very strong field here. Elisabeth Lipa there on the far side. She's Olympic silver medalist in double and gold medalist in the single. Inside her, in New Zealand, the lightweight world champion, Philippa Baker. And here, the Olympic champions. It's a strong, strong field, this. Very strong field. And it looks like Bulgaria are just slipping a little bit. And indeed, the rest of the field have left the Netherlands behind a little bit in this first 500 meters. But leading the field at the moment, it's Philippa Baker, New Zealand, Philippa Baker and Brenda Lawson just hitting the front at 500 meters.
So they go through first ahead of China with Romania. It's the top 3 lanes, and here are the Olympic duo, Kirsten Köppen and Katrin Boren, both of them from Potsdam, and both of them with a sack full of medals.
Yeah, but they're not having a very happy time of it at the moment. The blades are very messy in the water, and they're not rowing with their customary good movement together. You can see that bow, she's opening up a little bit faster than stroke, so they haven't got the cohesion that we're used to from this this duo. And it's Philippa Baker and Brenda Lawson, who've now got 3/4 of a length lead. Philippa Baker, remember, she's the lightweight world champion in singles in 1991. Very powerful, but a lightweight sculler all the same, into a headwind here. She's rowing very well indeed.
And there's something I remember, Dan, that in those 1991 finals, when she won that individual, she led virtually after a wobbly first quarter, and then she led the rest of the way, and she enjoys being in front.
She's a great front runner, and she's a very, very tough competitor too. She's very hard to pull back. She won the World Triathlon Championships a number of years ago. Very tough competitor. But these are the new crew to the event, the Chinese, and they're well in contention there, sitting in 3rd place at the moment, with Germany just in 2nd place, a length down on New Zealand.
Just worth remembering, though, the Chinese did take the bronze, not this combination, but they were the bronze medalist in the Olympic Games. Romania took the silver, but at the moment they're looking a forlorn hope to occupy anything like that position on this occasion. So coming to the half distance, New Zealand by the best part of a length ahead of Germany, who've gone quite quickly, 1:45.45 for the 2nd quarter, and in 3rd place now, after them, the Chinese.
Look how well connected they are. They're so well connected. Those legs going down absolutely together. Very, very good connection between the leg drive and the opening of the back. That excellent timing and discipline that comes from the Southern Hemisphere. Australia and New Zealand famous for their good technique.
And they look as if the further they go, the better they're going to enjoy this.
This headwind is doing no harm to them at all. And look at the Olympic silver medalist back in last position. Elisabeth Lipa right at the back there with her stroke, Veronika Kochela. Very poor performance there, unexpected really.
Indeed it is. The Chinese, though, still holding a position for a medal, finding it a little bit more difficult now as the Bulgarians beginning to show signs of improvement, and the Dutch are not entirely out of it either. But New Zealand very much in command. Their striking black strip really showing the way home to everybody else.
At the bow there, Philippa Baker just slightly short on Brenda Lawson at the catch. Not quite as long. She's not a big girl, but she's got certainly tremendous power once she connects. They're making it look so effortless. It's just perfect run, beautiful, beautiful sculling, and how nice to be a length up on the field, particularly the Olympic champion sitting a length back on you.
And seemingly the German pair unable to do anything about that. Germans are only just ahead in lane 3, ahead of Bulgaria. Daniela Oranova and Galina Kamenova making some progress.
Yes, the difference between New Zealand and Germany is very marked. New Zealand's so sharp, so quick. Philippa Baker just called for a push there. Let's move it, she said. But they're so sharp and quick, and you look back at Germany, and they're looking so laboured. It's slow around the finish, making it quite hard to get a nice, lively run out of the boat. They seem not to be quite the crew that they were a year ago. But this crew is certainly moving fast.
Indeed they are. Nice rowing, 140.18 for the first quarter, 146.12, and they've just done 147.37 for the third quarter. Very much in command, but what about silver and bronze? The Germans with the Bulgarians to their right, seemingly not finding any more, and it looks to me as if the Germans, who have no possibility of closing on the New Zealanders, will have to settle for that silver medal. I think they're going to be safe for that, but enjoy this as the New Zealanders stride to the line. The Germans trying to raise their game, but they've run out of water, I'm afraid. And the Bulgarians, you can just see the bow of their boat being urged on, and if they occupy that place, it's going to be their first medal of the championships. Gold to New Zealand, silver to Germany, bronze to Bulgaria. In fourth place are the Dutch in lane 1. Lane 5, China, who showed up very well for the first half of the race, but then couldn't hold on, and a very disappointing Romania.
Excellent demonstration of sculling from the New Zealand double. Very, very good technical display.
Well, no problem for Philippa. 2 years ago, she travelled to Vienna, made the long journey, went home as world champion. 2 years on, here she is again, this time in the Czech Republic, and she's going to go home with yet another major honour.
And as a heavyweight.
Indeed.
There she is, a length up on Germany, the Olympic champions, who really never quite put it together at all in this race. And in third place, Bulgaria, just holding off the fast-finishing Dutch.
These then, the facts and figures. So Brenda Lawson and Philippa Baker add their names and New Zealand's to the Roll of Honour for the 1993 FISO World Championships. A class act in every sense of the word. And they can now relax and enjoy the rest of the regatta. But the partnership to their right, Dan, a little disappointed.
Yes, I think they are. They must be disappointed because it didn't really quite work for them. And they look rather disappointed. Brave smiles. And still Germany looking for a gold medal. And we're nearly 3/4 of the way through the first day.
So Kirsten and Catherine, without gold medals, having to settle for silver. But these two ladies, I think, will be pretty happy with their work. Daniela Oranova and Galina Kamenova for Bulgaria. The first medals for their country. And they're not exactly rich in terms of financial support, so they've done well.